What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Horror. This is Ethan Horror, and today we are going to be going through every horror movie that I own. My updated horror movie collection, because I did one last year, and I said that I'd do one every year, and it's 2023, so we're going to do another one. There's the counter up there for how many movies I have, and let's just get right into it. I have a decent amount more than I did last year, and again, it's not just Blu-rays or just DVDs, it's both. They're just mixed in because I don't really care. Alien, this is the 6-film collection, so if I have a collection such as this, then it counts as 6 movies, or however many movies are in there. So this is Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Prometheus, and Alien Covenant. My favorite is Aliens, my least favorite is Alien Resurrection. That'd be a good video to do a ranking on. I could do an Alien ranking. AVP and AVP Requiem. I prefer Alien vs. Predator Requiem, but that's just me. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't like it. I don't really like either of them, but if I had to watch one, I'd pick the second one because it's a little bit scarier. Amityville Horror 2-pack. I have gotten rid of some of my duplicates that I had last time, so I just have this one. I don't have the extra copy of the Amityville remake. Watched both of them. The second one's definitely better, but they're fine. First one's fine. Annabelle Comes Home. This is the only Annabelle film I have. I should probably buy Annabelle Creation because that one is a lot better, but don't really want the first one because the first one's kind of really bad. That one's fine. As Above, So Below. This is the first horror movie I ever watched, so this one has a special place in my heart. I love it. I think it's a good movie. I think it's a scary movie. It's just I will always love it even if I didn't think it was a good movie because it was the first one I ever watched. It got me into the horror genre. I do have some movies that aren't necessarily horror in my collection, like Beetlejuice, but it is a Halloween movie, so if I bought it and my brother or my parents didn't buy it, then it's a Halloween movie, then I'll put it in my collection. And that one's on 4K. I don't have very many movies on 4K, but that's one of the few ones I do. Black Christmas. This is probably one of the first slashers, one of the best slashers. Really like this one, and it's by Scream Factory. I like to buy movies on Blu-ray if they're from Scream Factory because really good quality, and they also have this cool thing where you can flip the cover around and have a different cover art if you want. Black Phone, one of the newest movies I have in my collection. It's actually in a weird Blu-ray case. It's like strangely thin compared to some of the other ones, but you know, it's fine. I watched it in theaters. It was really good, so the second it came out at Target, I bought it. The Blair Witch Project. I liked it a little bit less than I expected to, but I still loved it. This one I loved a lot more than I expected to. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. This is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I'll have to do like a top 50 horror movies list soon because I love this movie and I will never understand the hate for it. Skip on past it. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Another one I liked a lot more than I expected to. I still expected to, like it, obviously, because I watched it, but I liked it a significant amount better. Candyman 2-pack. This is the original and the remake. I do really like the original. It's a really good movie, but the remake is fine. Carrie 2-pack. This is the original and the remake. Again, this time I actually prefer the remake, just by a little bit. They're both really, really good, but I do like, I don't know. I think it's because I watched it first, but I prefer the remake just a little bit. Chucky 7-film collection. This is Child's Play 1, 2, 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, and Cult of Chucky. It's on DVD, but I really like having this. If it's not a box set, then I like buying like these where it's extra thick, so you know that it's like the entire collection. Because otherwise, if you have like that Alien one, it's just like a normal DVD length. So I really like to show off that I have the entire collection, so having it a little bit thicker makes it stand out. And then the Child's Play remake, which is not included in the set, so I went and bought it separately. I don't know if I really needed to, because it's not a really good movie. Conjuring, which I should probably buy on Blu-ray, because I love this movie a lot. Easily the best of the Conjuring universe, but for some reason I only have it on DVD. I have the second one on Blu-ray, though. The Conjuring 2 is the closest thing to the original as far as quality. I really love this one, too. It's just, not as good as the original. Coraline, it's a kid's horror movie. Don't argue. I don't know why it's in here either, but, I mean, for kids, it's scary, but, I mean, as I said, if I bought it and it's a Halloween movie, it goes in my collection. The Curse of La Llorona. This is another Conjuring universe movie that nobody really knows is in the Conjuring universe because it's really forgettable. Just a stereotypical basic haunted house movie. The Descent, one of the best claustrophobic thriller movies I've ever seen. If you have claustrophobia or are claustrophobic, that's a scary one because they're trapped in like a cave system. Disturbia, I actually got around to watching this one. It's fine. It's the most okay movie I've seen in a while. It's just okay, Don't Breathe and Don't Breathe 2. The original is awesome. The second one is atrocious. The Evil Dead remake, I still have yet to buy the other 3 in the series and have yet to see the other 3 in the series. This is the one I've seen. It's really good, though, so. Final Destination 5 film collection, another one where it's just all just normal size, but they don't really have a good collection for this, so this is the best closest I could get. This has all 5 of them. They just have a number, except for the 4th one, which for some reason is The Final Destination. And then I do have an extra copy of Final Destination 3 because this is the choose your own adventure one where you get to pick how the characters die, and I just wanted to buy it so I could check it out. I had yet to do that though, so. We have Frankenstein. This is the oldest movie that I have in my collection by far. It's the only one of the Universal monster movies that I actually have. I should probably buy like a set of all of them because I want to see a bunch of them. But it's the only Universal monster movie I've seen too. Freaky, one of the best horror comedies I've seen. It's really good. It's got Vince Vaughn, Catherine Newton. I love that movie. And then we have the Friday the 13th collection, which is in this nice box set that I love. God, I love this box set so much. Look at the artwork on it. This is like my favorite. It's the Scream Factory too, so it's good quality. This is probably my favorite thing I own in my collection. It's got all 12 movies, plus some bonus material, and a little booklet. They're all uniform. They look really nice. It was nice when I binge watched them all. Got a little booklet in here with some behind the scenes stuff, and then you have behind the scenes stuff. The Freddy vs. Jason is still my favorite, but I really love the second, or not the, I do love the second one, but I really love the 4th one as well. Get Out. My favorite Jordan Peele movie that I've seen thus far. I have not watched Us yet, but I don't know if it's going to be able to beat Get Out, because I love that movie. Glass, I bought it because it was at the dollar store for $1, so I bought it. I haven't seen the first one or the second one yet, so I can't. There's a lot of them in here, or at least a few, where I bought like a sequel, and I haven't seen the original yet. I just own one of the sequels. The Grudge, I started it, and it didn't really capture my attention, so I put on something else, but I could probably go back and finish it. Halloween and Halloween 2018. Halloween 2 and Halloween 3. We have this little box set with Halloween 6, Halloween H2O, and Halloween Resurrection. They're all on 4K. I'll show off this in depth in a minute. And we got Halloween, the Rob Zombie version, the unrated cut, and then we have the 2-pack of Halloween and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and then we have Halloween Kills. So these are all the Halloween movies I have. I don't have 4 or 5, and I haven't been to the store recently enough to buy ends, but yeah, so this is just a 2-pack. This is just a 2-pack. And here, I'll go through these, because, like, look at these. They're in, like, nice cases. Look at this. And then you can even, like, we'll just go with Curse of Michael Myers, I guess. And it's got the 4K. This one's extra thick because it has 4 discs in it, I believe. It's the Blu-ray cut, the producer's cut, the 4K cut of the producer's cut, and then they have the same for the theatrical cuts. I haven't seen the producer's cut yet. I only watched the theatrical cuts, or I didn't watch both of them because, you know, there's no need to watch both of them. And I watched it in 4K. And then they have H2O and Resurrection. These two are okay. Curse of Michael Myers is pretty bad. You can go check out my Halloween ranking if you want to see my full opinions. And then I have these because this is I think this is the theatrical cut of Halloween 2 and the theatrical cut of Halloween 1, and then this is the director's cut. So that's why I have multiple of those. And then we have Halloween Kills. So Happy Death Day. I think they actually do have a box set that I should probably buy, but right now I just got that. Happy Death Day. Pretty good slasher movie. Love that one. Finally, I have the first 2 Hellraiser movies, so I can actually watch the entire series. I've only seen the first one, but now I can watch the second, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, because I bought this thinking that it was the first 6, because it's a 6-film set, but this is actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so now I have 1, 2. Because the sequels after 2 are not available on Blu-ray. I think I definitely have the most H movies, but Hereditary is one of my favorite. It's definitely a top 10 horror movie for me. Very scary, very sad movie. Hills Have Eyes. I have yet to watch this one. I think this is the remake. All my family tells me that this is the scariest movie of all time, and I have yet to watch it, so. I mean, for me, Sinister is the scariest movie of all time, but we'll get to that. House of a Thousand Corpses, another Rob Zombie movie. I haven't seen Devil's Rejects or 3 from Hell, but I did not, I mean, I liked it. It wasn't my favorite. Rob Zombie definitely doesn't have, like, my favorite style or anything, but it's okay. House of Wax, very okay. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be, but yeah, it's definitely not good. The Hunt, this is a borderline not horror movie. It's very action-y, but it's really gory, so I just put it in the collection as well. But, I mean, it's a pretty good movie. I mean, this one's really good. This was a really funny movie, Idle Hands. It's a pretty good horror comedy with Devon Sawa and Seth Green. I really like this one. I Know What You Did Last Summer trilogy. This is the original. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and I'll always know what you did last summer. The first one is good. The second one is less good. And the last one is the borderline the worst movie I've ever watched. So, Insidious. I've never been as big on it as everybody else has, but, I mean, it's good. Invisible Man remake. I haven't seen the original yet, but the remake's really good. It's got Elizabeth Moss and, I don't know who plays the boyfriend, but the It miniseries. Not anything to write home about. I love Tim Curry as Pennywise, but otherwise, you know, it's okay. It 2017 and It Chapter 2. It Chapter 2's okay, and It 2017 is my favorite horror movie ever, so. Jaws, this one I should definitely get on Blu-ray. I don't know why I bothered buying it on DVD if I'm just gonna buy it on Blu-ray eventually. Jaws is incredible. Another one I only bought the sequel of, Jeepers Creepers 2. I saw it at like a garage sale or something, and I was like, sure, I'll buy it, even though I haven't seen the first one or own the first one. There's 2 more now after it. There's, I think it's 4 movies in that franchise now. But Jennifer's Body, liked this one a significant amount more than I expected to. Krampus, one of my favorite Christmas horror movies besides Black Christmas. I probably watch it on Christmas more than Black Christmas, but it's pretty good. Last Night in Soho, I bought this one on Black Friday with the intent on watching it. I have not got around to it yet. So, The Lost Boys, pretty good vampire movie. I think it's one of the only vampire movies I've ever seen, but it's pretty good. Check that one out. It's really 80s. It's really 80s. Ma, another one that I didn't expect to like as much as I did, but I really liked this one. Mandy, I have not watched this one yet. I found it at a Fleet Farm, so both random place to ever find it, but they had a bin of movies for $5, and I found Mandy, so I bought it. Midsummer, I bought this one with the intent of watching it, and I have not watched it yet. I found it at Target in the $5 section, so got a lot of movies here that I have bought with the intent of watching and I've not got around to yet. The Mist. I love this movie. I don't know if a lot of people love this movie because my family, everyone besides me pretty much, despises this movie with a burning passion. So, this is like my mom and my dad's least favorite movie of all time. Nightmare on Elm Street 8 film collection, another one kind of like the Child's Play movies, or it's just a little bit thicker. This is the original Freddy's Revenge, Dream Warriors, Dream Master, Dream Child, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, which is my least favorite movie of all time, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and Freddy vs. Jason. I don't have the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and I don't really need to because it was just meh. Night of the Living Dead, at least one of the first zombie movies. It's pretty good. The Dawn of the Dead remake, I haven't watched it yet because I haven't seen the original Dawn of the Dead, and I don't know, just never got around to it. Orphan, one of the greatest horror plot twists of all time, one of the most zany, wacky horror movies ever, but I really love it. The Omen, another one that a lot of people tend to think is one of the greatest of all times, and I'm just meh on it. Kind of like that and The Exorcist. I like The Exorcist a significant amount more, but they're both just okay for me. This one a lot of people hate. I really enjoyed Old. I thought it was a terrifying concept. Not executed the best, but I mean, they try a lot of things, and you can't do everything. So, The Nun, probably the most forgettable movie that I own. Besides The Curse of La Llorona, that was a very forgettable movie as well. I could tell you more about The Curse of La Llorona than I could about this movie because I was so bored during this movie. Nope. This is a Jordan Peele movie. As I said, he's directed 3 so far, and I've seen 2 of them, and this is the other one that I've seen. Steven Yeun, Keke Palmer, and Daniel Kaluuya, they all do great in the leading roles. I did think it kind of lacked in a little bit, but it is really scary at some points. Paranormal Activity box set. This has all 7 of them, plus some bonus material. It has a little hand design on the side. I do think it's really weird so the Friday the 13th movies, they use, they're all uniform and stuff. Look at these. They all have the exact same cases, but then the Ghost Dimension has a different case. Look. It's taller, it's thinner. It just really throws me off because it makes it look stupid because it's different. It doesn't look uniform, but because this is the same one that they used for the Friday the 13th movies, and these are a completely different one. Look, it doesn't even have the Blu-ray thing at the top, where it says Blu-ray disc, and it doesn't have anything there. So that's my one complaint with this box set. Otherwise, I love it. The original 6, I love pretty much all of them, and then the 7th one I despise. So, all that it has the story and the making of Paranormal Activity. And before I had that box set, I had this 6-film DVD set, so I have that as well. This one didn't have the 7th one. Figured I could buy the entire set again. Pet Sematary, the original, very meh movie. Pet Sematary, the remake, very meh movie. I actually do like the remake a little bit more, but they're both just meh. Poltergeist, this is a really good movie, but it's in one of the worst cases of all times. The ones where it's like, you have to open this up like that. I like this aspect of it, but I don't like this piece here, because then when you're trying to put movies next to them, they hit, and then it causes the movie sitting next to it to stick out. Psycho, the original, I thought it was the remake when I looked at it, but it is Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, because it says it right there, but it kind of looks like the case of the remake. The remake is horrible, but the original is pretty good. I don't have the original Purge, but I do have Purge Anarchy. This is my favorite of the series. And I have the Forever Purge because I bought it when it came out. So, Quiet Place, this one's really good. Quiet Place 2, this one's really okay. You're not. How do more people not know about this movie? Because this movie is great. It's by the people who did the new Scream 5 and Scream 6. They're both great. They're so good. The new Screams and this movie, because I mean, Samara Weaving, the leading actress, she's in the new Scream 6. She's in the opening scene. The Ring 2, which was very forgettable. And then this I thought was the third Ring movie, because the third Ring movie is called Rings, but this is actually a short film. Yeah, I got ripped off. Saw. This is Saw 1, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, Saw the Final Chapter, or Saw 3D, and Jigsaw. I love this series. It feels like a soap opera, and it's so fun. And I have an extra copy of Saw, because this is the uncut edition, and it has, like, some liquid in there, with, like, a little plastic saw blade. Saw 2. This is another special edition. It's the uncut edition as well, and it comes in this little sleeve, and look at that, it's pretty cool disc. So, and then we have Spiral from the Book of Saw, which is, it's okay, it's fine. Scary Movie, yes, I have it in my horror movie collection, because it may be a comedy, but it's based on, I don't know, I never really liked it that much, but it's okay. This is the first 3. It's a little bit thicker than a normal Blu-ray, so I mean, I guess it's a little bit better, but got the original 3 in there. So I'm meh on the second one. The first one's really good. The third one's pretty good. I love the fourth one as well, which I also have here. And I love the fifth one as well, which I also have here. And the sixth one is in theaters, which I also love. Shaun of the Dead. The Shining, you know that movie is great. I don't have to talk more about that. Dr. Sleep with Ewan McGregor. This movie should be more well known, because it's a sequel to The Shining. I feel like if you said that, everyone would be like, oh my god, I'm gonna go watch that now. Shutter Island, I have yet to watch this one. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio. Signs, this is a good M. Night Shyamalan movie. I don't like it as much as most people, but it's fine. Another one that it's a crime nobody knows about, because literally nobody knows about this movie. It's Silent House. It's got Elizabeth Olsen in it. This movie is awesome. I love this movie so much. Sinister, which I said was the scariest movie of all time, at least for me. Slither, which is a really underrated movie. Strangers, which I think is a pretty overrated movie. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Love this movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I don't know why. I think it's from like a Blockbuster. I got it at like a garage sale. It's fine. The Thing, amazing. Trick or Treat, top 5 for me. Top 5 horror movie. Unfriended, amazing. Urban Legend, very okay. It's like a less cool Scream. White Noise, one of the most boring movies of all time. If you want to watch something more interesting, go paint a wall completely white and then stare at it and watch it dry for about 2 hours. Wrong Turn, which is the only good Wrong Turn movie. And Zombieland, which I did not care for as much as a lot of people. And that's my horror movies. If you did enjoy, make sure to click like so I know you guys enjoyed the video and want to see more like it. If you really like horror movie content, you can go click subscribe and then hit the bell so you can get notified when I post brand new videos. I do a lot of rankings on this channel. You can click on my channel and go through. I'm sure you'll find another video in there that you'll enjoy. But I'll see you guys in the next video.